All right, let's dive right into this highly anticipated 2026 World Cup Group J opener between the defending champions, Argentina, and a seriously surging Algeria. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're not just throwing out surface-level hot takes, we're breaking down exactly what to expect from this clash, using both traditional punditry and some really advanced data. We're going to dig into the tactical alignments, the current team forms, and then we're going to put the whole shebang to the test using a massive 10,000 iteration computational simulation. To Kansas City for a massive opening match day on June 16, 2026. And look, this isn't just a warm-up, it is an absolute tone setter. Both of these squads are in Group J alongside Austria and Jordan, which means establishing a safety net of points and goal difference early on is absolutely vital. For Argentina, being the defending champs, it's all about making a brutal statement of intent right from the opening whistle. And for Algeria, they're returning to the World Cup for the first time since 2014, so they simply cannot afford the fall behind early in group play. Now, what's really fascinating here is the sheer contrast in their momentum. Argentina has been systematically dismantling opponents. They're on a perfect 5-match winning streak, scoring an incredible 14 goals while conceding just 1. That includes a 5-0 thrashing of Zambia and a 3-0 win over Iceland. They are sharp. But on the flip side, Algeria is arriving with massive confidence under Vladimir Petkovic. They recently crushed Bolivia 4-0 and, get this, pulled off a shock 1-0 upset against the Netherlands. They are playing with serious swagger right now. The big headline here: Argentina's elite keeper, Emiliano Martinez, is officially cleared to play after a finger injury. That is a massive sigh of relief for the defending champions. However, notice the dual absences on the left flank for both squads. Argentina loses left-back Nicolas Tagliafico to a calf injury, while Algeria is missing a totally crucial left-sided defensive piece in Rami Bensebaini due to an ankle issue. This is super important context, because these forced changes in the defensive thirds are absolutely going to dictate how the game opens up. So, looking at the predicted 4-3-3 setups, both managers are completely opting for forward movement. It's a thrilling clash of styles. Lionel Scaloni's Argentina boasts that legendary front line, Messi playing slightly deeper as the creative heartbeat, supporting Julian Alvarez's relentless energy, with Lautaro Martinez as the focal point. But Algeria counters with a rock-solid veteran anchor in 117-cap Isamandi, and their real danger relies on electric pace out wide, using Mohamed Amora and the veteran brilliance of Riyad Mahrez.
Which brings us to Section 3. The key tactical matchup.
Look, if you're watching this match, you've got to keep your eyes glued to one specific patch of grass. Because Algeria's manager favors an aggressive high press rather than just sitting back in a low block, Mahrez and Ryan Ait-Nouri are going to relentlessly target Argentina's right back, Nahuel Molina. Now, Molina loves to push up the field. If Algeria can catch him out of position in transition, Mahrez, who already has 38 international goals, could find exactly the kind of half chances he needs to punish the champions. This little battle right here, it's the tactical linchpin of the whole match.
But what happens when we totally remove human bias and just run the numbers? Well, we use a Monte Carlo simulation. We take those high-pressing tactics, the injury reports, and we simulate the 90 minutes 10,000 times using a Poisson distribution. It's basically a mathematical way to predict how many times an event, like a goal, will happen. By feeding the algorithm data like betting odds, the open 4-3-3 formations, and those defensive injuries, we get a highly accurate, bias-free look at what's most likely to happen.
Sim results and our final prediction. So the simulation actually favors Argentina a bit more than the current betting markets do. The algorithm gives the defending champs a commanding 71.8% chance to take all 3 points. A draw sits at 19.3%, and an outright upset victory for Algeria only pops up in about 8.9% of our iterations. Algeria's form is fantastic, no doubt, but when you run the data thousands of times, Scaloni's tournament-hardened group is just too overwhelming in the vast majority of scenarios. But what about the vibe of the game? Are we getting a tight, boring match or an absolute thriller? Well, because Algeria's tactics create higher variance, meaning they're actually going to attack instead of parking the bus, the expected goals for the match sits at a very healthy 2.7. As a result, our model pushes the likelihood of seeing 3 or more goals to 53.4%. The math is literally telling us to expect a surprisingly open, attacking affair. With an open game expected, who's actually going to score? Naturally, with Messi operating as the primary creator and taking penalties, he's got the highest floor with a 46.5% chance of finding the net. Right on his heels is Lautaro Martinez at 43.1%, who is historically devastating for Argentina and will definitely target Algeria's weakened left central defense. On the Algerian side, forwards Mohamed Amora and Amin Gouiri each hold about an 18% chance, which relies heavily on those fast counterattacks we talked about earlier. So when we marry that human tactical eye test with our 10,000 iteration simulation, we arrive at a really clear, synthesized prediction. If you're looking for an angle, everything points squarely at an Argentina victory combined with over 2.5 total match goals. Algeria is dangerous and plays high, which will absolutely leave them exposed to Argentina's clinical finishing. The exact scorelines the math loves most, a 2-0 Argentina win or a 2-1 Argentina win. And for a goal scorer, the data definitively points to Messi or Lautaro Martinez.
Algeria has the momentum, they've got the attacking identity, and they definitely have the wingers to make this opener incredibly fun to watch. But as the numbers clearly show, stopping this Argentine machine might literally be mathematically impossible. Will Algeria's high press expose a hidden weakness, or is Argentina's attack just going to feast on all that open space? I guess we'll find out when they take the pitch. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this breakdown helps you enjoy the match with a whole new level of insight.